There's something amiss here. Really? Come on, what the fuck? Conley, Chris, hello, hello, hello. Change. Save. The fuck? Save. Okay. Shit just ain't right, is it? Come on. Come on. Okay, let me write that down. Okay. You look poor. Okay. What the fuck? We are 2 minutes and 6 seconds in. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, that's fucking spectacular. 2 minutes in. I don't give a shit about looking rich, man. What's your opinion on SCOTUS hearing arguments against conversion therapy bans? I think that's some dangerous ground there, man. This SCOTUS scares the shit out of me. Because they could literally go either way on any given topic. Thank you very much for the $1 tip. I appreciate that, Dex. Do you even have a Porsche or Rolex? No, don't give a shit about either. What's up, Rick? Some people spend their money on books or vacations instead of clothes. I'll tell you something. I'm gonna give us some props here. My wife and I some props here because I'm gonna tell you. We left a big cushion in our budget when she was the breadwinner, and when things contracted, we allowed ourselves to contract that cushion down, but not really miss a beat on paying the bills. And knock on wood, I'm gonna give us credit for fucking doing the right thing finally. Let me debate? What does that even mean? What dispensary you go to, Tom? I go to my guy's garage. That's the dispensary. What are we rubbling about here? Whatever the hell comes up in the comments section. See, we gotta wade through shit like this. What's your favorite Chinese dynasty before we can get to actual topics that people want to discuss that are, real. You about the Chiefs game? I didn't watch the Chiefs game. You know what I mean? I still owe you $5. Okay. How long have you been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube for a few years, but doing content intently, like regularly, for almost a year. Laura, thank you very much for joining as a member. I appreciate that. I know this guy's a sex offender, says Jamie Bruce. That's a hell of an accusation if you can prove it. Why are you so afraid to talk about Trump? That's a significant portion of my content, but go off. You can? Then prove it, pumpkin. What's your opinion on the teachers being underpaid? Teachers have been underpaid for years in this country. It's almost like an American tradition to underpay teachers. It's disgusting how much money teachers have to come out of pocket in order to just make sure their classroom is fully staffed, or fully equipped, I should say. Oh, Laura, there's some here, right here. Jamie Bruce. Let's go ahead and take a screen grab of that because he says he's going to put proof of me being a sex offender in his profile. So now that we know where it's going to be, thank you, Jamie. Now we're going to go ahead and hide you and your ignorance. We'll swing back on your profile in a little bit when this live is done. Tom, you ever listened to any music from World War One? Been listening to a lot of it lately. I can't say that I can identify what type of music it was. Are we talking like swing? That seems like World War Two. So, yeah, I wouldn't even know what genre we're landing on there. I remember you saying you used to be conservative. Did anything in particular help change your position? But I never ever said I used to be conservative. So I used to hold some conservative viewpoints. Why are you for men in women's sports? We're not even fucking starting this bullshit with this idiot. Nobody is for men in women's sports. People have to go through years of hormone therapy and meet all kinds of criteria before they can compete. Stop being an ignoramus. You're dumb as fuck. Can we 86 French fry? I just did. He's just too fucking stupid to be allowed to be here. I heard you love AOC. Is that right? Nope. Vader, hello? Do you have an opinion about the Ukraine-Russian conflict? Yeah, I think that Russia needs to get the fuck out. Ukraine didn't do anything to deserve to be invaded, and they need to get the fuck out completely, and that includes Crimea. How long is this chat usually? Anywhere from an hour to an hour and 20 minutes, somewhere in that range. I'm not an anarchist and don't want it, but the way the GOP runs the government makes a damn good case for it. What we need is we need to make sure that we need to hope that the judiciary holds. What's my state? I'm in Illinois. I'm just outside of Chicago in a suburb called Shanahan. How long has the stream been running? 8 minutes. Greetings back at you, Samuel. Greetings back at you. Have been enjoying your shorts. Nice to catch you live. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Robinson. Yeah, the views on my shorts have been going up recently, so I do appreciate that. The views on my videos, my 3-minute or longer videos, is where we actually make our money. But yeah, the shorts views I've been pleasantly surprised. I'm not to the point where some other people I know on YouTube are yet, but we're doing overall between shorts and videos, pulling in 3.2, 3.3 million views every 48 hours. So hopefully that pace can continue. I didn't even have tacos today. I had soup earlier today while I was working, and then a grilled cheese sandwich like right before this. I'll look for your full-length videos. Yes, just go to my page. They're under the heading videos. My average video, I would say, is probably between 3 to 5 minutes. I do have some videos in there that are 8 to 10 minutes. Yeah, 3 to 5 is probably the average of the video. You had a pork cutlet. Nice. Well, thank you kindly. I appreciate that. Is the government still shut down? Yes, it is. Stop the genocide. I agree. Unfortunately, I have no control over that. What the fuck? Tom already getting inundated with trolls. Yeah, it happens every time. Scotland, hello. John sent a gift that says 100. Don't even know what the hell that is, but thank you very much. I don't get many gifts on this app. I get tips or like supers or whatever the hell they're called, but never any gifts. So that's interesting. It's a rarity. Greetings from Denver, somebody says. Have you explored the difference between progressives and socialists? Not a tremendous deep dive, I would say. I make YouTube 6 what? I make YouTube 6 months. I saw some clips of Pam Bondi being questioned and her absolute refusal to answer anything that had to do with Trump's name. So, refuse to answer now. You better hope the fucking Democrats don't win the House of Representatives back. Genuinely curious. I don't know why he hates Trump, but you don't know why I hate Trump? The 10,000 videos on this platform haven't made it clear yet? Why is he hated? Look at what he has done to people. What has Biden done for the USA? Well, first of all, Biden's no longer president, so, still owning space in your head, though, eh? Biden was actually one of the most successful presidents in a hot minute. They got a lot done. He worked with a Republican Congress, and they got a shit ton done. Infrastructure, the PACT Act, the CHIPS Act, the Rescue and Recovery Act. He worked with Republicans, man. A lot of his shit got passed with bipartisan support. Think the orange is keeping him alive? What does that mean? Are you insane? Says random internet troll here. What do I think will happen this midterm? I have absolutely no fucking clue. Absolutely no fucking clue. It all depends on the far left. It all boils down to the far left. Why am I not a libertarian? Because I've known many libertarians in my lifetime, and politically speaking, I can't get on board. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Somebody said they just got home from work. Well, hello. Why did everything cost more under Biden? We've been over this 10,000 fucking times. I'm not going to rehash the fucking Biden years, okay? Happy Taco Tuesday back at you, Justin. I work in a blue team? What does that mean? What is this? I have a bad feeling that we won't have midterms or a general election. Well, luckily, that's still all run by the states. So, steak or pork? Pork. Pork, for sure. Happy Taco Tuesday to you too, John Gubbins. This person here says, I was also curious. You don't have any Biden videos on your video. When Biden's something wrong, you didn't post on it. Only when Trump became president again. Actually, I've been posting content since January 7th, 2021, the day after Joe Biden got inaugurated. I didn't make any political video content when Donald Trump was president at all. I only made content since Joe Biden became president. And I called out the things that Joe Biden did wrong. And I called out the insane things that the Republicans in Congress were trying to do, and am now talking about the second Trump presidency in real time. I had over 30,000 videos on TikTok before they banned my main account. I've talked about all of this at great length. Please stop pretending like you even understand remotely what it is I have and have not talked about. Right on, Laura. Right on, Laura. Daughter's doing fine in the city, yes. I am not your father. Hope you have a good day, bro. Thank you. Back at you. Hi, Tom. I work in rural healthcare, and it's getting scary in Wisconsin. It's getting scary everywhere. Shit's going to keep getting worse. Who's the best president if it isn't Trump or Reagan? Well, Trump or Reagan aren't even close to being the best presidents. God damn. The fucking insanity to think that Donald Trump or Ronald Reagan are in the team picture for the best presidents. Your hospital stay was 42 grand? Ouch. Nixon is the best president. I would say of my lifetime, it's probably Nixon and Obama. Of my lifetime, for sure. Why are you choosing to engage the idiot Trumpers? Well, I've partially built a platform off of engaging these folks. We are in for some effed up times. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. You're libertarian because the red and blue team's platforms stink. Okay, fair enough. What's the libertarian platform? Every libertarian I've ever met believes 110% that the government should be pulled back out of everything with the exception of defense of the nation. Every libertarian I've ever met has said the same thing. The Civil Rights Act is a massive governmental overreach, and the free market will work out if there's a diner being racist and denying service to black people. I'm sorry, I can't get on board with that. You thought I would say Clinton and Obama? Clinton got a lot of shit done too. Nixon got a lot done. Nixon's accomplishment list is impressive to say the least. He should be forever be remembered for the stupid shit and bad shit he did. But Nixon was, I mean, oddly enough, for being a Republican, his accomplishments list read like a libertarian's or a liberal's wet dream. Sorry. Obama was crappy. Obama brought this country back from the worst recession since the Great Depression. He saved the automotive industry. He doubled the stock market, cut unemployment in half, oversaw the longest uninterrupted streak of private sector job growth in American history. And you guys talk about how fucking horrible he is. 22 million more Americans had health insurance when he walked out the front door than when he got the job. If his name was Barry Smith and he was a white Republican, Republicans would demand his face be carved into Mount Rushmore. Cynthia, I'm sorry. Do I support universal health care? Yes. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I think that universal health care is the single most important piece of legislation that could possibly be passed that would have the most positive impact on the most people. Who pays? We pay. What fucking part of this is so difficult to understand? We pay. We just don't pay through a fucking insurance company. We pay through our taxes. Instead of, once again, you would eliminate, God fucking damn these people, I swear to God. You would eliminate all of the deductions from your paycheck for Social Security, all of the deductions from your paycheck for Medicare, and all of the deductions from your paycheck for Medicaid. You would also deduct all of the money that's taken out of your paychecks for your healthcare premium, the money you pay just to have the healthcare. You would eliminate any out-of-pocket costs to go see the doctor, your costs for prescriptions, your out-of-pocket co-pays. If you had to take an ambulance ride, what that would cost you. If you had a hospital stay, what that would cost you. If you put all of that together, which is what we have in the UK, it would cost you 10% of your gross pay before anything gets touched on your paycheck. You go add up everything that comes out of your paycheck over the course of the year for Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, all your health insurance premiums, all your out-of-pocket costs for Medicare, for medication, and for your medical care, and tell me that that's more than 10% of your pay. Bullshit. Bullshit. We would get better results by paying less. It's the system that exists in the UK right now. Yes. No, I'm not lying. You have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I've done dozens of videos on this. I have family in the country. You have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I'm telling you. The UK system works. And if you're telling me that we can't make the system work that currently works in the UK, then you're telling us that we're not as good as the United Kingdom. So much for the greatness of America, huh? Every other industrialized nation on the planet can make it happen, but we can't? Get fucked. You're a Canadian? Then you should be loving life because every fucking Canadian I know personally loves their healthcare system. Here's the thing. You don't ever see any countries out there begging to go to a for-profit system like we have, do you? Nope, it's always people wanting to go to the system that actually fucking works for their people. You're goddamn right, I want universal healthcare. Next. Our healthcare system is great in Canada. I know a bunch of Canadians that love their healthcare system. It's by far better than America. By far better than America. Prisoners have better healthcare, right? Cubbies Blue Jays World Series. Let's see if the Cubbies can even get past Milwaukee, which they're not going to. For someone who is 52 years old and has metastatic since I've been 38, now stage 4, I've used my retirement to pay for my medical. I'm fucking broke after I worked as an RN for 30 years. I shouldn't be poor. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't. We have failed too many people in this country. I'd love to not be scared to see a doctor. God bless Donald Trump. That's what you're going to offer? Yep, you're done. See ya. Yeah, fucking clown. Absolute fucking clown. It's crazy you have to pay for anything for medical. No, we should be able to pay for it through our tax dollars like everywhere else. Free means free at the point of use. And it's something that the people on the far right never seem to understand. Never seem to understand. Universal child care. I would have to look at what universal child care looks like. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. The trolls are out tonight. The trolls are out tonight. Joe's been blocked. He's gone. Can you please say what? The Great American? Or America? Why hasn't Trump made weed legal yet? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why It wasn't made legal by Biden or Obama. I don't know why it's 2025 and we're still here. I don't just say anybody's name because they want their name said. Sorry. Should you end the drug? We end the drug war. Yeah, yeah. Decades ago. Your Colts might be for real. Hopefully, yeah. Are you a Democrat? Yep. Okay, Dan, you're going to. You a Democrat misinformationist? Misinformationist? What the fuck is that? Are you making up words in real time? Oh, goddamn. We had to run him by the neurologist over there, see if his head was screwed on straight. But everything, see, they scanned his cat. Turns out he's got a functioning brain. Are my cubbies going to be okay? Maybe next year, but they're probably fucking cooked now. Okay. Yeah, we're not playing this game with Nate. Misinformationist, right? Hello, hello to the folks who are leaving the kind words. Appreciate it. Boom, 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 boom. You're awesome. Thank you. Does YouTube inform you if you're blocked? I don't know. I don't know. It's never happened to me, so I don't know. I only block other people, so I don't know what they see on their end. Sorry, Chicago is going through it. Chicago will be all right. Yes, he was blocked, Bigly. Tax the churches, somebody said. It's a blood moon tonight. There you go. We got the crazies out. Have I ever heard of Van Halen? Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? Makes you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. Boom, 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 boom. Not a blood moon, somebody says. Germany starts kindergarten at 3. That would be helpful. Okay. Am I a White Sox fan? No. Do I like the 9-inch nails? Sort of. Was never really huge into that scene. You should play a riff on your guitar. I don't know how to play the guitar. That's art to me. Harvest Moon is a supermoon, somebody said. Public Enemy. Fuck yeah. Public Enemy was the shit, man. That was back when mixing rap and rock was so very new still. Do you think weed and alcohol should be legal at 18? I think that weed and alcohol should be legal at whatever age we as a society determine somebody is an adult. Is that 18? Is that 19? Is that 20? Is that 21? I don't know. But whatever fucking age we determine that that is, if you're an adult, you're an adult for everything. You're an adult in the sense of you can vote, you can get married, you can join the military, you can buy a gun, you can smoke a cigarette, you can smoke a joint, you can have a beer, all of it. All of it. If you're an adult, you're an adult. Once again, I don't care. Is it 18? Yeah, I'm probably fine with 18. Some people say make it 19. Okay. Make it 20, whatever. But whatever the number is, you're an adult for all of it. How about running for president at 18, somebody says? No, I like the idea of having a little bit more life experience under your belt before you can run for that particular office. Yes, Julie, absolutely. Renee had a birthday on August 25th. She turned 50. It depends on the brain maturity. Someone said, release the files. Do you agree? Absolutely. How do you feel about some of the earlier presidents? That's a very broad question. Alcohol should be illegal, says your mom 101. Welcome to the other side of the hill, Renee. How do you feel about some of the earlier weeks? We answered that. Happy belated level up day. It's an interesting way of putting it. Level up day. Did we freeze up here? Are we still live? Give me a thumbs up if we're back to, and we're good. Give me a thumbs up if we're back to, and we're good. He's back, folks. All right. Uh, what's one good thing about Chicago? Do they have good fish and chips there? I don't know. I really don't eat fish and chips. There's a lot of good things about Chicago. Incredible food scene, incredible entertainment scene, incredibly friendly city, Midwestern vibe with an urban atmosphere. It's fucking clean as hell. Would you rather have Trump or Andrew Johnson in office? How about neither? How about a new fucking president altogether? Let's do that. Malort, it's evil. Nirvana is not the best band of all time. They're not. They're shit. They're hot fucking garbage. They're not even a good band. I could have cheddar on my burger, absolutely no problem. I prefer some pepper jack. Favorite kind of taco? Probably, it's still probably got to be chorizo. I just fucking love chorizo so much. Yeah, I'm not down for a monarch. I'm good without the monarch. No, they're fucking garbage. Fuck Nirvana. They're fucking garbage. Fucking shit. Whiny assholes. That's what all they were. Fucking hated that band. Is this a gay live? I mean, only if you're interested. You know what I mean? Joe Biden has prostate cancer, several laughing face emojis. Okay? You find that amusing, huh? May it catch up to you one day. What's your favorite college football team? Probably Michigan. I don't really watch college football, but I've always liked Michigan. I've always liked Penn State. I've always liked watching Florida. What happened 200 years ago, Tom? Yeah, I got to go back and I got to make a video clarifying that. And I'll do a video on that. My bad. Cubs or White Sox? Cubs. Jays or Yankees? Haven't been paying attention, so you tell me who's going to come out of there. Am I a hockey fan? No, I mean, like, I don't hate hockey, but I'm not a, like, I don't, so if the Hawks are in it late, we'll watch, some stats and some clips, but what's a Therian, if you don't mind me asking? I have an innie, not an outie. But then again, I'm fucking fat, so it's got to be an innie at that point. You know what I mean? What do you think of the Beatles? Pretty influential. Probably the most influential band of all time. Pineapple on pizza. If that's what floats your boat, then have at it. Am I a power metal fan? Probably not, as like very surface level stuff. Favorite Beatles album? Probably Revolver. Tom, what's your opinion on the new Rush drummer? I don't know anything about him. I don't even know who his name, what his name is. Victor, I have no idea. Super Troll says Crybaby Leftists and Exit Stage Left. That was a short appearance by you. Um, Good evening to you too, 52. Hot dogs in the crust of pizza? That should be considered a war crime. Should Chicago be the capital of Illinois? Is my wife in the room? Can you please let our son know that he needs to, in like 20 minutes, do the nightly duties? You should check out an artist named Ren. He is a genre bender and brilliant. What's up, Tom? My THC levels are slightly up. Are you a Bob Seger fan? Yes. Love your videos. Thank you. Who is your favorite guitar player? Favorite? Would be Jimi Hendrix. No, I'm not a furry. God damn, you fucking people are weird. How are you these days? I'm fine. No problem, John. Who would you like to see as the next president? Who would I like to see, and I don't think would have a chance because of the state of our country? Pete Buttigieg. But I think you're probably most likely looking at a Gavin Newsom. Yeah, dude really asked me if I was a furry. I mean, a goddamn furry. It's my understanding a furry is like one of those kids that pretends to be an animal. Is that what it is? Right? Oh my god. There are some things that my over half a century old brain just, you know what I mean? Can't really grasp. And then I got to tell myself it's not for you to grasp, man. It's for people to do what they want to do with their lives. But you know, there's that part of my old ass brain that goes, huh? Fuck. Are you in a contest galloping around like a horse? Okay. What's up, Canada? You can easily pass for a Santa Claus? Maybe. Maybe just a grumpier version of Santa Claus. Santifa, if you will. What's your favorite food your wife cooks for you? Well, she cooks it all now again. Um, I'm going to say, you know, after 28 years of being together, I am hard pressed to beat her meatloaf. Um, it's just a phenomenal meatloaf with some really fucking good mashed potatoes. It's just, and now that it's getting cool, mm, mm, mm. You know what I'm saying? It's been a solid meal for fucking 3 decades. Do you think Trump is going to push one of his kids to run in 2028? No, I think Trump's going to try and push himself to run. get a real job. I'd love to compare paychecks with you, but right now I just got to block you. Bye bye. Um, Five alarm curry chili is being made in John's house. No, not John Stewart. Can we go back to having politicians? Revolver was a little more raw, in my opinion. Well, thank you, Elliot. Well, there's a considerable contingent of people that are wondering whether or not Mother Nature's not going to catch up with him before the end of his term. And I mean, given his age and his health, it's a possibility, but one has to assume he is going to make it to the end of his term. Kelsey, thank you very much for the $20 donation. Thanks for all you do. Keep me sane. Right on. What did you think of Trump when he was a registered Democrat? Just for the record, I have hated Trump ever since I've known about Trump. Okay, whether he was a Democrat or a Republican or the other party in New York that he was part of, and all of the switching back and forth, it didn't matter because his party affiliation wasn't what told me what a piece of shit he was. It was every time he put himself in front of a camera over the course of my lifetime to show yet again how he was fucking over some company that worked for him, fucking over his wife, so forth and so on. We've known what a piece of shit Donald Trump was since the 80s, no matter what his party affiliation was. The only people stupid enough to actually go out and vote for such a low-life piece of shit motherfucker was MAGA. What is your favorite time of year? I'm a winter guy. Who's the best president of all time? So people will take a look at presidents and say, okay, this president got a lot done. FDR got a shit ton done. Nixon got a shit ton done, so forth and so on. They'll say, these presidents they have a list of accomplishments. To me, best of all time is hard to surpass Lincoln simply because of one thing he did, which is the freeing of the slaves. I think that's the single greatest thing any president has ever done, most monumental and important thing any president has ever done in the history of our country. So that one act alone makes him the best. Not because he was more accomplished than any other presidents, but that one act alone, I think, makes him stand out. FDR was an incredibly accomplished president that, I mean, you would sit there and go, well, God's got to be him, right? Will ICE get Bad Bunny? If they do, it would be dumb as fuck considering he's an American. You know? I don't know what the greatest album of all time would be. Watch your content every day. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I am going to continue doing this work for the foreseeable future. So you should have constant content coming out of my page every day. Once again, from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And just for anybody that's new here, I release 10 shorts at 9 a.m. Central Time. After that, I have 3-minute or longer videos scheduled to go off at 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, and 7 p.m. That's every day, 7 days a week. Blue, thank you for the $10 tip. And all of this mess, you help me stay sane. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Did you know there were slaves that didn't know they had been freed? And yes, you stream all day? Nope. I work every other day. So today, Tuesday, I worked. I made videos. I made 30 videos and 28 shorts today. I take those 30 videos and I schedule them out over the next 2 days on YouTube. Boom, boom. In those time slots I told you. And then I take those shorts and I release them over the next couple of days at 9 o'clock in the morning. So tomorrow I don't have to work. Thursday I will work again. Friday I won't have to work, and then my schedule just keeps rotating like that. You don't work, stupid. Okay. You're helping me get paid right now, man. Literally. I miss Ozzy Osbourne, says John. Uh, yeah, I concur. You don't really have a job, silly. Okay. Do you only do live shows on Tuesdays? That's the only time I'm scheduled to do a live. I schedule myself every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. But I also do impromptu lives whenever I get the urge. If you go to my page and you go under content to lives, you can look at all of those old lives, either the Tuesday lives or any of the impromptu lives, because they're all there in video format. And you can catch up with some of those old lives. If you hit the little bell on my page, when I go live, you'll get notified. If it makes money, it's a job. Believe me, this makes money. Here's another $2 for the vacation fund, says Julie. Thank you very much, Julie. What is a Chicago dog? It is a boiled hot dog served in a steamed poppy seed bun with diced onion, neon green relish, 2 sport peppers, a wedge of tomato, some mustard, a pickle spear, and celery salt. Do you eat THC gummies? No, they don't have any effect on me. I'm going to Japan and South Korea for vacation. God, that would be awesome. You want a Chicago dog now? It's otherwise known as dragging it through the garden because it's got all of that shit on it. But yeah, it was a way to make a hot dog seem like a fuller meal during the Depression, I believe. My wife wants to know if you believe in Bigfoot. Actually, I do. I do. I believe that there is some type of humanoid missing link that exists out there. I just don't quite know what it is. Bigfoot, Yeti, whatever. Yes, I do. Are your lives on YouTube exclusively? Yes, they're all here on this channel right here. 99% of my content is now here. I have 10,000 videos here on YouTube. I had 30,000 videos over on TikTok, but they banned my account. Well, thank you, Matt. How do you handle the idiots? Weed and early retirement. Have you ever heard of a slaw dog? Yeah, you can't put coleslaw on my hot dog. You can't put chili on my hot dog. How long have you been a content creator? Well, I've been doing content on like Facebook and Twitter for 15 years. Video content creation since December 10th, 2020. Chili on the dog is peak. Can't do it. Can't do it. Mixing genres there for me. It's kind of like chicken and waffles. I either want chicken or I want waffles, but the flavors just don't go together for me. How do you react to Jan 6 when it happened? I'm stunned. Absolutely stunned. I've never felt the kind of satisfaction I got from Pet Sounds from any other album. Interesting. What's your favorite pizza topping? Pepperoni. Chicken is not a breakfast food. See, eggs are, but not chicken. I agree. What's your favorite movie of all time? The Godfather. If you had to move from the USA, where would you go? I would very seriously look at Canada, given its its similarities and proximity, but possibly Costa Rica or Jamaica. Mainly because it's closer to the United States. Otherwise, I mean, pick a spot in Europe. What's my favorite Disney princess? The fuck? I don't know. What should you do if you accidentally get lasagna on you? Fucking clean yourself. Do you see yourself staying in Illinois for the rest of your life? Yes. Dominique, thank you for the $2 tip. Chicago O'Hare or Atlanta Airport, world's busiest. Well, Atlanta's the world's busiest. I don't think Chicago is right now. I don't even think it's in the top 5. What strain are you smoking? I don't know. Whatever my guy put in the bag. You're going to Jamaica on the 19th? We fucking love Jamaica. We've been to Jamaica a few times. Cubans for Trump is the funniest joke I ever heard, says somebody. Is dispensary weed a scam? No, it's powerful. It's just, it costs a lot. You're always welcome in Canada. We got you back. Yeah, we were just up there for a day in Vancouver before we took our Alaska cruise. Are you religious? No, I'm atheist. Have you been to Tennessee? Does a hobby horse have a wooden dick? I'd love to go to Spain. What am I smoking on? Herb. Mary Jane, 420, the sticky icky, the chronic, the illy, the devil's lettuce, the broccoli wand, the giggle bush, the jazz cabbage, Maui Wowie, grass, marijuana. The wacky tobacco. What even is this stream? It is just a once a week get together in which I converse with the people who follow my videos and are kind enough to consume my content on a day in and day out basis, which means YouTube gets ad money for that from the people who put ads on my videos, and then they take that revenue and they share it with folks like us who create the content, and it's you guys are the reason why we're alive. So favorite weed of all time? I don't. It's just weed, man. I don't pay attention to the names and the percentages and the this, that, the other. You got me for a few more minutes, by the way. Oh, look, we have another troll, and he's gone. Oops, a daisy. I love it when they just pop their head up and you just go, gone. Shit. Do you think Donald J. Trump will survive the presidency given his age? Don't know. Don't know. 50-50. I don't have enough time to tell you about my first acid trip. I'm only going to be here for a couple more minutes. Whack-a-troll, yes. It just, I don't understand why you would want to spend your time hanging out in the live event of somebody that you hate. Is your life that fucking empty? I mean, okay. Do I believe in the two-party system? No, but I understand that is the system that we have. So not participating in the two-party system is not the answer either. You know what I mean? It's the system that we have. One of two people is going to win the presidency. It's going to be the Republican candidate or the Democratic candidate. And if you normally would vote for the Democratic candidate, but you really, there's something about this Democratic candidate that just doesn't sit right with you, and you abstain, then you get people like Trump because you're taking your vote away from the only person that has a chance to beat Trump. You know what I mean? I got here late, so have a good night, man. Always look forward to your videos. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I love Whack-a-Troll. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. What's your opinion on LGBTQs for Trump? I don't understand it. I don't understand why anybody would want to vote for a candidate that actively harms them, right? So the only people in the world or in the country that should be voting for Donald Trump, in my opinion, are straight white men, right? If you're a woman, he definitely doesn't have your back. If you're gay or an immigrant, he doesn't have your back. So straight white men is probably the only people, the only demographic that should be voting for Trump. But when you stop and think about it, because he destroys the economy, he wrecks societies. Even that is not a demographic that should be voting for him, because straight white men need a society that they can earn money off of, and he fucks that up for them too. So I don't know why anybody would ever vote for Donald Trump. I just don't get it. Oddly enough, the only people that should be voting for Donald Trump are people like me. Seriously, I should be the type of person that votes for Donald Trump. Because if I only give a shit about myself and not the people around me, he's lowering my taxes. He's giving me content to make money off of. Um, you know what I mean? But he's just such a rabid piece of shit. So he didn't lower my taxes? Okay. What state do you live in? Illinois. Because we believe in God, country, and freedom. Trump number one. Alrighty. No, Keith. Freestyle for you? What the fuck is which is America's Got Talent? Got here late. Don't know if you already covered Johnson's media event today regarding the shutdown. When he talked about Schumer's wanting to give illegal immigrants Medicaid. Yeah, it's another lie. It's the same lie that they're perpetrating on their constituents. And there are several content creators that have the actual bills up in their platforms, links to the actual bills in their platforms, so you can go read for yourself. And anybody is welcome to go, well, here, right here is where they want to give undocumented immigrants health care. But nobody is willing to do that. Do you believe in extraterrestrial beings? Yes. Yes, I do. Worst job I ever had. I once interviewed for a project manager position for a small landscape company in the western suburbs. I got hired for the position and I showed up on the first day of work, and there were two groups of Mexican men in the yard, in the landscape owner's yard. And there was one group over here that looked like they were ready for work, and another group over here that looked completely and utterly unprepared. The group that looked like they were ready for work were his existing workers, who he was pissed off at for some fucking reason. I still don't know why. The other group was a group of temps. The owner comes out, and I'm standing out there like wondering what the fuck, who are all of these guys? Haven't had a chance to be introduced to anybody, anything. He comes out, he says to the workers that are his current workers, fuck you, I don't need you anymore. This guy's gonna run the whole fucking show with these new guys. Fucking get out of here. So he fires his whole fucking crew the morning I start. And he gives me a shit ton of temps. And he says, here's the address where you're going to go. You guys are going to clean up this property, trim the bushes, bring out some mulch later on, yada, yada, yada. You're going to take a truck that's going to be your truck. And then this group of guys are going to break up into these two trucks, and you're all going to go out to the job site. So we break up into the three trucks. We start going to the job site. One of their trucks breaks down, and we inform the boss, hey, it's on the side of the road. We're going to, pile everybody we can into the remaining trucks and get them to the job site. We go a little bit further. The other crew's truck breaks down. So now I bring everybody to the job site in shifts, get everybody set up, only to find out that the person that we're doing it for is the landscape architect that does the drawings, the designs for this guy's landscape projects, and he owes him a bunch of money, and this is how he's paying him off. This guy is like, he doesn't have any money. He just fired his whole fucking crew. His trucks are breaking down left and right, and we're doing free work for his designer. So I tell the guys, just everybody stay right there, clean up, trim bushes, yada yada yada. I get in my truck, I drive back to the yard, I drive right into the yard, right up to my car, shut the truck off, get out, get into my car, and fucking leave. I think it was like 3-4 hours. Found you one alive. So excited. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Aim High, but I'm going to be getting out of here in just a couple of minutes. We've been live for an hour now. What type of teacher is Lily wanting to be? I think an English teacher. I want to say middle school, I believe. Maybe high school. Sorry, Kelly. 7 p.m. Central Time every Tuesday, though. But you can go back and watch all of my old lives. They're all in video format on my page. Just go to my content, and there's a video tab, a shorts tab, and a live tab, and you can go watch all the old Taco Tuesdays and all of my impromptu lives. They're all there in video format. High school English teacher. Sorry. But I am going to go, I think I'm going to go grab an ice cream cone is what I think I'm going to do. You know what I mean? So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And I'm going to go grab a glass of milk and an ice cream cone and put my feet up. So, hasta lasagna. Don't get any on you.